Barcelona, a city drenched in history, tapas, and buildings that looked like somebody was dared to design them while blindfolded. A city famed for its enormous cathedral, unusual architecture, and an ongoing construction project that historians say may outlive the sun.
Behind me stands La Sagrada Familia,
a church so old and so unfinished, it's essentially the world's most visited building site.
Some say it's just a church. Others say it's a metaphor for modern-day software projects. Long, ambitious, and still missing half the features.
In the shadows of this iconic monument, something even more ambitious is happening. A gathering of minds, of visionaries, of people who once tried to explain personalization to their CEO using only a pie chart.
They've come from all corners of the globe to share knowledge, to drink hot coffee in hot weather. Gracias. And they've chosen to do it here, in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. A city known for its art, its architecture, and more importantly, its cultural acceptance of having a nap after lunch. Instead of enjoying all of that, they've opted to spend their time in an air-conditioned conference room, wearing formal clothing, staring at PowerPoint slides about digital experience platforms. Some say that is dedication, others say that is a cry for help dressed in business casual.
This is the conference room. Tomorrow, this room will be filled with experts, strategic thinkers, thought leaders, and micro-marketing. It may seem silent now, lifeless almost, kind of like a webinar with the sound off. That's really fascinating. But in just a few hours, this room will be buzzing with ambition and PowerPoint slides. It's a launch pad for strategic vision. It's a battlefield of ideas that nobody can draw on a diagram. More importantly, this is going to be where they serve lunch. We've gathered Sitefinity partners from around the world, not to talk about themselves, but to talk about something greater. A platform, a vision, a cloud-enabled state of being. Sitefinity. Some say it's a CMS. Others say it's what happens when metadata dreams big. The truth is, Sitefinity makes perfect sense to people who know what they're doing. We told them the interviews would be serious, strategic, possibly even syndicated for internal enablement purposes. And then we asked them this. How would you explain metadata to a horse?
What would a horse do with metadata?
Describe your content strategy using only metaphors involving pasta, the national dish of Spain.
Okay. It certainly isn't something that you just throw on the wall to see what sticks. You also have to be fast enough with it that you're not watching the pot boil, because a watch pot never boils.
Do you think AI-assisted content creation will replace marketers? Or will it just make them argue longer about the tone of voice?
Marketers will be augmented by AI capabilities. My advice is to please try to learn technology and try to learn how LLMs works and how AI works.
That was a very Switzerland response, very neutral. Is personalization still personal if it knows more about you than your family?
Since ChatGPT, I feel more understood than ever before. It's showing kind of empathy, which it doesn't have, but just by this simple trick, if you repeat 3 words of somebody that just spoke to you of the last sentence, they feel heard and understood. And I think that is the trick.
What's your favorite pasta? I think it might be time for lunch. If Sitefinity were a contestant on the Great British Bake Off, what kind of cake would it be?
Maybe a savory cake. You don't expect how much flavor you get when you take a piece of it.
This would be an angel food cake with some fresh strawberries and a sprinkle of chocolate.
If Sitefinity had a horoscope, what would it be?
I'm not going to answer that question.
In the end, what have we learned? That digital transformation is real. That content must flow. We've explored Sitefinity. We've examined its modular depths. We've asked if it can feel, if it can dream. Sitefinity isn't something you need to believe in. It's something you can rely on, like gravity.
This has been the Sitefinity Partner Roundtable in Barcelona, a city of light, architecture, and now a room full of people united by one vision: to turn content into experience. An experience into something that can be tagged, tracked, and eventually exported into Excel. And as always, we thank Mike from marketing.